All right, testing. Check, check, check. All right, we're here. All right, here we go. Dad Random live. Hey, how you doing? It is time, guys. That time. It's this time right here. It's, anybody hear that? It's Christmas time. It's coming. Hopefully everybody's got their shopping done. Buddy's bought their buddy in a box. And as you can see, what I have up on the screen here is my live kind of theme for today is, does somebody need a hug? And that could be for any reason, because there's a whole lot of things that we need hugs for at this time of the year. All right, so let me turn that down a little bit. We got a little bit of feedback right there. All right. But hopefully everybody's doing good. It's Friday. I'm trying to get a little bit of a live stream in on a Friday. Let's double check to make sure everything is rolling. I got the right thumbnail up. Check it out. Oh, baby, there we go. Does someone need a hug? Yeah, and I am on. That is perfect. There we go. Does someone need a hug? Yeah, and I am on. All right. Love it. So I'm hoping we get a few folks in here so we can have a little bit of a chat. A couple of chat topics I'm going to throw in here. Put them on the roll of the list roll here. One is merch accounts. Of course, I'm trying to pump my merch accounts, but there's a ton of them out there. If you have any questions about merch accounts, can help you with that. The Mavic Mini. Oh my God. Who wants to hear about the freaking Mavic Mini? Well, that has a lot to do with, does someone need a hug? Did you recently purchase a Mavic Mini? And you need a hug for some reason, either because you like it or because you're having problems with it, or a little bit of buyer's remorse. You're like, holy crap, I just blew $500 and I didn't get what I paid for, because for $600 or $700 you could have a real drone. But I'm not gonna rag on that thing, because my Mavic Mini is on the way. It's on the way, and that might be another reason why you need a hug. Is your Mavic Mini hasn't showed up, and you're like, DJI, why does it take 6 years to get something that weighs only 249 grams from China to the United States? You brag about how small it is, so you'd think that you could just put 10 of those suckers in an airmail pack and sneak it through customs. So there. Any questions about Q and A about gimbals? I am learning a ton about gimbals. Gimbals, those kinds of things. And I've got another gimbal video, basically getting ready. I keep getting a little bit of a little focus issue. I've just been leaving it on autofocus, but you're supposed to not leave it on auto. What's that say? Oh, Q and Q. Freaking A, man. I'm not gonna leave that. It looks pretty stupid. I'm gonna remove that. Q and A about gimbals. Like I said, I'm learning a little bit. And guys, gimbals come in all shapes and sizes. And if you want the mini version, or you want the what I would suggest, and actually the next gimbal, one of the gimbals I'm gonna show you is actually one that I think is probably going to be around the best you're going to get for the price. This is the Feiyutech. Feiyutech, you already saw the video I already did on it. But the Fiotech is really small, so if I put my hand up, you can literally hide it behind it. Gives you an idea how small that is. But that's the Fiotech Vlog Pocket. It's really functional. Works really well. As far as throwing this thing like in a purse or throwing it in luggage, you can't go wrong with something so small. It is tiny and battery life is good. There are some things about it that I need to tell you though. So before you buy it, you don't. At least you're not surprised when you have certain issues that basically come up. So the first part of my stream, we'll look at a few of these. So if you have questions about it, like for example, hey Centroid, how you doing? How are you doing? We can change the discussion topics. I'm just throwing out the topic lists. Things I'm learning a lot about. One is gimbals. Okay, so there are really good deals out there right now, and one of the things I keep harping on as far as gimbals is that right there is your best vlogging camera. So if you're not using your phone to its fullest extent, probably about the only problem with vlogging and having a phone is the fact that if you're a drone guy, you use your phone for your drone, so it's hard to vlog and control your drone at the same time. So so you gotta play that game. That's why I have my Osmo Pocket, and the Osmo takes care of that problem because I have my pocket cameraman, and yes, it does work really well. How you doing, Centroid? I haven't been able to pop on your live stream because your live stream is going on when I'm at work, and I can talk to you guys, but I have to talk to you guys in my alter ego profiles. So the 360 cams, I'm actually, the prices are way low right now, and my problem is I got into these. I got into gimbals for a while, so when I get rid of these puppies, when I finish my gimbal experiment, I'm actually going to go grab me another 360 camera. Now yeah, that's I'm sorry, because I want to chat like in my profile, so I can, and I also want to go on live with you guys sometime. So I'm still, they keep calling me backwards because I like OBS, but I like OBS because it's, look at all the crap I got on the screen, guys. Check that out. Okay, and then I can, go bam, and I could go, and I can have a lot of fun. But you can't do this with StreamYard. I can't just, that's got to be the greatest thumbnail you could ever, you can't do this with StreamYard. So that's why that's why I haven't jumped on the StreamYard bandwagon yet. So anyway, that's kind of yeah, it's not about being cheap really either. It's, yeah, Hey, Shane Morris is on. How you doing, Shane? Shane, I've been following his stream and been checking out his flight videos, and he's got some beautiful English countryside. So it's been pretty sweet. He was basically flying his Mavic Pro, and that's kind of, here, I'm going to get back to my mainstream, because this is kind of really what I want to talk about right here is you guys that basically maybe they're thinking about buying the Mavic Mini. I already bought one. It's coming. It's on the way. But I did not buy the Mavic Mini to replace my Mavic Pro. I bought the Mavic Mini because I do a lot of hiking. And if you want to hike around here, the smaller and the easier you can throw it together, the better. That's kind of why I went with the small vlogging tool. I'm trying to find an all-in-one. Right now I'm just going to carry my Osmo Pocket, which is the smallest, but I always have my phone. So I'm trying to simplify things always. But if you're really thinking about doing phone vlogging, this is the way you got to go. And there's a lot of reasons. So if you want me to tell you why this is the way to go, and not this way, there's quite a few reasons. It's the other one's just a better. It's just a better. It's just a better gimbal system. It's just, and a lot of people complain about this one. They claim they complain about the handle, and they say that the handle feels plasticky, but the gimbal itself, the working components of the gimbal, are kick butt. I mean, these are all super super well built. Gimbal arms. It's the swing axis, the roll and tilt axis. These are high. These are very high, high quality. And this thing has every function. I mean, it's got the little joystick on it. It's got a circular wheel which allows you to change programs. I would just do it on my phone, but this one's nice. It's got the zoom right there is the zoom, and it's got an auto zoom. It's got everything. And I paid $59 for this. So, yeah, the Osmo like gimbal. I got the Pocket. The Osmo Pocket kicks butt. It's wicked. I mean, the Osmo Pocket does what this does. So, yeah, $59. I paid $59 for this one, and I paid $59 for this one. People are just unloading these things because they just are doing testing on them. But I'm actually buying it to use it. This one is much smaller. So if I break this one down, which I'll do just so you can see it if you're thinking about looking at something like this, this one breaks down small too. Whoops, hold on here. Let's get this thing going here. There we go. So this one breaks down, and they both come with a tripod. So if it doesn't come with a tripod, I think that's a deal breaker for me. It needs to come with this little thing. I'm not going to pay an extra $8 for a $2 tripod. But okay, this one's broken down. Here, I'll just leave the tripod on. This will give you an idea. Just leave the little legs on. But here's this one. And then this is the Vlog Pocket right here. And let me just try to hold them straight. And this one's much larger, but this one's better. I mean, you get what you pay for. But this one's called the Vlog Pocket by Feiyun Tech. It's nice. But this thing, it just has better movement. It's much smoother. It's just a better gimbal. And they cost the same. So, hey, take it easy. We'll see you, Centroid. But anyways, check those out if you want to. And prices are good. So, but I really wanted to get on, and the big thing was if you look at people basically in the issues that they're having with their Mavic Mini. So obviously since I'm already an owner of one, I'm doing my homework on them, and trying to figure out a different way of looking at it. But there's 5,000 freaking videos out there right now for the Mini, and the Mavic Mini is a good drone, so we'll just see. I'm going to leave it right there. But probably the biggest headache, as far as people want to get a hug, is the fact that they're not shipping fast. Their shipment dates are about oh, you have your Mini. How long did it take you, Shane, to get your Mini in? How many weeks did it take? Hey, Frozen, how you doing? I haven't seen your latest tunes, Frozen, but I'm going to be on. Let me get Shane. Let me moderate. You ordered it on the day of release. How many days did it take you to get it, Shane? Shane, just add you on my moderator list. Got about 45, 50 moderators. It's pretty nice. So you ordered on a day release, and then about 3 weeks. Yeah, I'm looking at 2 weeks. Best Buy order, and I'll have it next Thursday. So it's 2 weeks. That's not bad. Just woke up from a nap. Frozen's my rock star. You got to check him out. You got to check out his videos. He does massively awesome covers of just about every great tune you ever wanted to hear. So check out my friend Frozen Fury 009. We should call him 007 because He's that cool. But anything else, Shane? Looked like you and was that your brother that you were flying with, or your neighbor, or your friend? You guys were doing a little sparring with your Mavics, your Mavic Pros. I haven't seen a Mavic Mini flight yet from you, Shane. I'll have to check it out. I won't be flying mine until maybe next weekend. So not this weekend, but next weekend I'll probably put up a video of a place that I normally fly. Maybe I'll fly the Ridge. Your brother-in-law? It looked like you guys had a few, and you were testing out your wine consumption with your flying abilities. Latest two vids are Mavic Minis. All right, Shane, I'll check those out. I get my feed. The last one I got was a feed from you, probably based on the cinematic stuff, the background, the countryside that you were filming. Just some beautiful. That was beautiful. You had I liked how you were doing just you were just skirting sideways with your drone, and I was thinking why we spend all this time, taking up large areas of a flight area when we can just take and just like a professional filmmaker, just slide your drone sideways and just allow those trees to silhouette the tops of the sunset or the sunrise. So really appreciate that idea. So Shane, I learned something new from everybody. Just because I stream live doesn't mean that I know anything. I'm mostly asking questions. I'm curious. So Frozen, what are you up to? How's the world treating you, Frozen? Got any new guitars coming for Christmas? Got your dream guitar on the way? Got your Gibson Les Paul 59 on the way or something? Shane, check out Frozen if you're a lover of music. Frozen does cover tunes, plays lead, adds lead guitar, and rhythm. It depends on what the song is. But he's a lead. He doesn't like to follow. Getting a new amps and a unit and a bass guitar. Oh, cool. Frozen, I'll have to show you the bass guitar I have. It's not mine, it's my brother's. Yeah, check that out, Shane. And Frozen, check out Shane's videos that he's got now. He's got a beautiful. He lives in the country. Hey, Shane, what part of the UK do you live? Because what part of the UK are you filming? So if I ever have a chance to, yeah, check that out. Let me see. I've got yeah, Frozen's he's in my playlist. Let's see here. I watch so much stuff. I'm so eclectic. I watch just about everything. There's aerial views. Where is Frozen Fury here? He's in my top 10 here. Well, he's on my front page. I know that. Where the heck is it? Let's see. Just checking to see if I can throw one up there, and then I can comment on something new. Yeah, what I'll do is I'll search it up really quick. It's in that front. I've got with the computer I'm at. I don't have the same freedoms to just quickly find things that I do when I'm at home. So I have to put up with some. In the Birds Fly High video. Let's see, Shane, you're gonna have to teach me. Yeah. Yeah, Shane's got some. I think what you need to do is, drones are just like one part of editing, and I think all of us that fly drones, we've overused the drone footage, and we need to take some, try to couple your ground, shots, the street level stuff that you can do without a drone. So St. Ives in Cornwall. Here, I'm going to write that down. Actually, I don't have to write it down. It's on my but I want to check that out. I'm just curious about the area that you live because I'll definitely end up in the UK one of these days. I run into them. I've been to Europe for the first time, and I'm definitely going to hit. I'll definitely hit the UK. I was in this spring. I was in. I flew to Amsterdam, so I was in the Netherlands, and I was in Poland. So I live in Staffordshire. Okay, Staffordshire. All right, I'm going to put that in there. Because I'm like, my brain is a map. So once I put your location in my head, I can I have an idea of what type of stuff you film and a little bit about the lay of the land, whether it's rolling hills or there's, or highlands or whatever, or this coastal. All I saw was the countryside stuff. So beautiful. I'm going to guess, is that in southwestern England? Staffordshire, is it southwest? That tends to be the kind of the Riviera. It's kind of like where you get the rolling green stuff. Yeah, Amsterdam. Shane, Amsterdam is an interesting place. I don't know if I'd call it lovely, but it's interesting. If you like to just south of Manchester. Oh, so that's north. All right. Oh, yeah, right. So. Yeah, Manchester's kind of industrial, and then you live outside. So, there's a friend of mine that I follow, Aerial Views and History's UK. He's up in Grimsby, up on the coast, but he's an oil rig worker. So, and that makes sense. Middle of the UK, yeah. The heartland. You don't call it the middle of the UK. I live in the heartland. The heartland. We're the center. What do you think of the recent election? Are you a conservative? Just curious. Yeah, I follow a little bit of the gab up there. So yeah, the Brits just put a new prime minister into office. So hopefully the Queen will accept him. His hair isn't very kept. Hey, PD's on. How you doing, PD Tech? It's Friday. And of course, look, I've got something flying behind me. I found that little flying machine. I thought it was interesting, and I like it just to buzz around. Kind of strange. And everybody that looks at it tries to figure out how it's possible to fly it because there's nothing to stabilize the tail, unless it's using some. So every once in a while, I'll have somebody ask me that. They'll say, "Hey, it's spinning the wrong direction." So. Hey, I would love to live stream, but not sure how to get in with it. Shane, the best way is to download a program called OBS Studio. There's a lot of steps, but what you need to do is just kind of pick a step at a time. This particular studio is free, so it allows you to customize it quite a bit. It's called OBS, so I'll put that here. Let me put a link in there. A link to the website for OBS. Let me see here if I can do that for you really quick. And you can use this. It's it's freeware. It's called Open Broadcaster Software. All right, here we go, and I'll just set it in here for you. So Open Broadcaster Software allows you to do a lot of cool stuff. So you can do pretty much everything that I do here. It's all free. I don't pay a dime for any of this stuff. So if you look at see this thumbnail over here on the left. Now this thumbnail here, this comes from Spark, Adobe Spark. Adobe Spark allows you to make the customized, images and things like that. So for example, I green screen, I green screen that image. I've got a green screen behind me, just a green or just a solid colored, like a tapestry behind me. And that filters out that color, so it allows you to have backdrops. And I can take photographs, and then I can green screen those too. You can see I'm actually wearing the same colors, but my shirt is filtered differently. That photograph actually is accurate to the right colors, compared to what I'm wearing now. The filter I've got on now has kind of darkened it, and you can adjust it. So I'll give you an example. So while you're watching, I can go ahead and I can do a little bit of filter magic with chroma key, and you can see now. You see my background now, all right? And then I can filter that out using a simple swipe of a cursor right like that. And you can check. You can do adjustments. You can change the opacity. If you look at that really that edge that's along my shirt, it's very difficult to get rid of that edge, and you need a really good lighting system to do that. I have I'm not even using any professional lighting right now. I'm just using room light because I've got such a well lit room. But I'll let it default there. The default makes, you can see my color. Let's see, let me change the color here. I can do a little bit of color filtering. So I can go to color key or color correction. This is another filter I'll add on. All these filters are built into the program. So I can turn the saturation down a little bit. You see how it's kind of lightening up my shirt? Or I can really saturate it. So it's kind of fun. But this is another filter that I just attached. It's a little bit bright, so that's probably the biggest thing is I turn the brightness down a little bit. And then I smooth out the edge. Take that, I see it, I'm invisible. I need to use better lighting. But anyway, that's some of the fun things that you can do with the program that I'm using. But OBS is free, so. What most people use is something called StreamYard. StreamYard allows you to have multiple people. I can do the same thing by capturing other images from other screens. All right, that's just your basics. I'm using a PC, Shane. You can use a Mac. I think the software, I don't know if you can download the software for a Mac if you have a Mac, but I'm just using a PC. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. You can have, for example, if I get up, you can see my chair. And if I hold up anything with green in it, you see how the green is filtered out? And you get that translucent effect. So you have to, when you're using filters, you have to think about the colors that you're using. So I use, colors that are different, like this green. This is a green marker, and you can see the top of the marker is invisible because the green is being filtered out. So it's kind of cool. It's fun. It's if you're creative and you have a lot of patience, because you need to be patient. But setting up is not too bad. There's a code within, and this basically is sending. This is filtering out. This is my camera's controlled by the computer, and then it sends it into YouTube. So this is the first layer, and then YouTube is the second layer. I could probably draw a picture of it so you could understand it. But anyways, yeah, I think you should give it a go. It's fun. You start simple. Start with something simple. Here's one I'll use for like Halloween. Here's a Halloween backdrop. There you go. And you can change the backdrops to whatever you want. And you can make as many as you want. So this would be my scary background scene. You can put sounds in. I've got like an ambient sound that it plays. You hear that backgrounds. And then I've got different sets. This was from last week. But I'd use this one because it highlights the cameras that I use. I use the GoPro, I use the Osmo Pocket, and I have a Spark. I've got 3 drones. My 3 drones that I have are, I have a Spark, I have a Mavic Pro, and then I've got the Mavic Mini on the way. I did have an Anafi, but I sold it. The Anafi has gone bye-bye. I like toys, so. Okay, and audio. This microphone here is hooked through my PC. This is about a $30 microphone. It's very inexpensive. At home, at my other place that I do live streaming from, I have a more expensive microphone, but I paid about $180 for that one. But this is going through a mixer. I have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 channel mixer, but you don't need to do that. So I can change. This one allows me to change my voice. So if I want to go and do something like this, let's see here. I think these are some different voice changes I can make. Let me see if it's making there's my voice right there. Let's see here. That's filter. Oh, that's 22. Hold on here. Oh, that's my radio. That's just the radio voice here. Let's do. Let's see. Let's change my pitch. All right. So now I've got a pitch change, so you can tell the difference. So I've got there's pitch adjustments. And there's the other pitch adjustment. So it just gives you a different, that's the only thing. And you can do that for cheap. You can do that for like $60. So there's a little money you gotta throw into it. But you don't have to spend that much. It's a lot of fun. Bebop 2 gone. No, I've gone away. Okay, guys, I'm just like you guys. I have limited funds. So if I wanna go in a certain direction and I wanna look at certain products and do certain things, I have to give and take. So I have to make decisions like that. I can't have tons of drones. I have to have, the ones I can afford to have and own. And a lot of people will, spend and then they'll keep their drones forever. Now, what's nice about the Bebop 2, which guys, you understand, I really enjoy that drone. I don't own it anymore, but guys, for the price of these 2 gimbals right here, I could go buy myself another Bebop 2. So I do not own it right now, but I am tempted to go back in and get it again. I had a Bebop 2 Power, and I flew that thing as much as I've ever flown anything. So the Anafi, I had this is what bothers me about the Anafi. The Anafi is totally amazing, for one thing. It is an amazing drone. The camera's amazing. The drone scared me because it was so fragile. Its flight wings are so scary fragile, but it's very flexible on the other hand. Plus, guys, the other thing about the Anafi is that they are highly sought after. So if you own one, you can fly it for, I don't know, you can fly it for a couple months and you can sell it for almost the same price you bought it for. So that's the good thing about the Anafi. It's good enough. So, but you have to decide, well, how long it's a toy. How long am I going to keep it? And I'd like to try out a different toy. I'm a kid that likes toys. So, and I wanted to try the Mavic Mini because I was very impressed. Probably the most impressive thing I saw it do was when Dustin Dunhill took it out 3 miles, and I'm like, I need to get that. And I hike a lot. The Anafi is portable, but it's not durable in a hike. And the Mini you can just basically put in a tiny pouch this big, and then you can shove the controller in another pouch, and it's got what's nice about the new controller is the thumbsticks come apart. I literally could take two tiny little things this big and put three little batteries, and I can hike, and it weighs nothing. And weight is everything for hiking. PD, what do you think about the Mini? What's my biggest problem about the Mini, and really the whole gist of my live stream is, does someone need a hug? I'm the one who needs a hug because I've been waiting for this thing for a week now, and I'm used to instant gratification. So I usually get my drones within a week, and the Mavic Mini is not coming yet. And I want it. So people are waiting 2 and 3 weeks. Guys, you understand this is now week 5 because for 2 weeks I had one ordered on the DJI website, and the DJI website was there was nothing moving on it. It's kind of like a black hole, and I'm like, I don't want to wait any longer. So I did like a lot of people do. I went to Best Buy and ordered it from Best Buy, and I'll be picking it up next week. So, but a couple more days, and I'll have it. So let's see. Shane, it says, hey, I'm gonna shoot nearby midnight here in the UK. Bedtime? Yeah, it's dark for him. Got to be up earlier in the morning. Thank you. Hey, thanks, Shane. Have a great one. I know it's late for you guys. Appreciate it. I usually stick around for about, I'll probably be on another maybe 35, 40 minutes. After getting over the shock of how small and light, yeah. Hey, that's exactly what the Anafi is, but maybe it is. Maybe it's going to be the same feeling, but the Anafi, I'll tell you, has a kick butt camera. The other thing about the Anafi, if you are interested in getting an Anafi, is the software kicks butt. I mean, the Anafi software is easy to use. The controllers works great, and I have it well over 2 miles. The Anafi is guaranteed for 2 miles. Not even a problem. That's why these people with the Skydio that are flying it with the Anafi controller that haven't taken that Skydio out for 2 miles just don't have it set up right. And I'm guessing that their app doesn't allow them to adjust the Wi-Fi frequency. You have to get that distance to get 2 miles. You have to have it set for 2.4 gigahertz. You can't fly it that far on the 5 gigahertz signal. At least not without amplification, and it just doesn't have it. So what do you think, PD? What do you think about that Mini? I don't. All I'm getting information from is, just random people. People that are already changing out props and trying to tell me how to do stuff with it. And I'll tell you right now, there's only a couple of reviewers, PD, that I will listen to for any information. And that's kind of the way I roll with when it comes to new products. So I really haven't learned anything yet. If you want to have, somebody teach you, how to turn the freaking power button on, I don't need that. My favorite Mavic Mini video was done by 51 Drones, where he basically was making fun of the fact that he doesn't know what he's going to test on it because everybody's and their grandmother's done a test and a review, and it's not going to keep me from not reviewing it. I'm going to review the Mini. So it says I had the Bebop 1. I wanted to upgrade it to the Bebop 2, but the silly CAA registration scheme made me get the Mavic Mini. Yeah. I'm registered. I'm going to register I'm still going to register my Mini, and I'm not going to play games with it. I don't mind registering my drones, and I'd rather play by the rules. And if I get caught, it's better to be caught by playing by the rules. If you're going to be caught or you're going to do something wrong accidentally, it's better to look like a competent accident than an incompetent accident. So if you are flying in an area where it's close to a no-fly zone and maybe somebody complains, you can basically say, wow, you have, so. Yeah, I film, if you looked at my last video with the Mavic Pro, I had mine set for I didn't have it set for 4K, and that, because when I photograph, the Mavic Pro has a limited resolution for photographs. The only reason why I'll go 4K filming is if I know I have a premium place that I never can come back to ever again. And then I'll do 4K video. And then I'll take still frames from the 4K and do post-production edits. I'm learning. My new thing that I'm doing now is I'm doing HDR photos by, multiple resolutions, and then, working with, different types, so you can get the skies blue and the ground light, so you can get balance in your edits. You take two shots, one with the blue sky, one with a high detailed ground shot, and then you overlap them, and then you tweak them. And if you can do 3 to 5 shots, it's even better. That's set up a DJI system. Just go to your photograph settings and hit it, and then mix it. Yeah, I know you do. All of us do. Anybody that's still flying drones right now and is, PD, I know you are. 4K 80 to 80 1080p 60 FPS is perfect. Yeah. I haven't messed around much with the high frames. I need to, so I can slow things down a little bit. I think you're probably, I'll do 1440. I'll do the lower. I'll do the 2.5K edits. I don't mind. I think you're going to get tons of detail. You get lots of pixels, and then I think the magic's in editing. And of course it's the shot too. I'm just learning. So, and I think we're all learning. And I learned more from, I think Flight Path helped me out a little bit the other day. He's not who's the other? Is it Javen Dovey? I'm trying to think if he did a video, but he didn't give any details. He just was showing off that I do this, and he really didn't show you how. You have to. There's a lot of steps to combining shots, and he didn't show menus and things like that. So it's kind of worthless in a 4-minute video to show somebody how to do an edit. Now, there are some good. Let's see. The Gadget Kid. What the heck's his name? He flies Anafis. And I can't. His name is slipping me. Here, let me look him up really quick. Here, I feel bad when I forget people's names. But let me just look here. I'm just doing a quick search on my. Oh boy, come on here. Come on, I can find it. There's 400. These are all my. Let's see. Drone Rise. I did Drone Rise. Was it Drone Rise Photography? Oh, Gadget Inspector. That's what I was thinking of. Yeah, the Gadget Inspector. Let me put him up, and let me plug his channel really quick. Here, let's put there. Let me do a little bit of a plug for. I really like him. I learn a lot from certain people, and he's one of them. So I'll check that out. We put up the Gadget Inspector. There we go. There's all my stuff. I like guys. If you've never watched them, watch Camera Conspiracies. Hold on. Let me get Gadget Inspector up here. I always like to, if I can share out a site. Camera Conspiracies. He's funny, but he's really smart. He's one of those kids that's smart and funny at the same time. There he is, right there. Let me just put him up. I just got to get his URL for his channel. Let's see. Let's copy that. Let's go up here. All right. Let's put there. But there's a Gadget Inspector right there. And Camera Conspiracies, he's just funny. He's really strange, but he's funny as crap. So let's put him up. He has a channel called The Vegetable Police. I don't watch that. It's a vegan channel, but this is the other one. Here, I'll throw that one up there. So check those URLs out there. And if you want to share any PD, you're welcome to. Yeah, Gadget Inspector. He's just an interesting guy. He does very simple. He's very slow at describing and explaining things, and I appreciate that. I appreciate people that basically that take the time to do detail and have that have a very calm demeanor about him. So he's just an interesting guy. So, so check those out if you would. Yeah, and remember Camera Conspiracies. He's just funny. You're going to get hooked on his stuff. He's just weird, and you got to get over that. Anything else? Anything else you can tell me about the Mini and all before I dive into the unknown of the Mini? This is PD. This is my next. This is my next video right here. This Moza Mini S. It's been done a million times, but it's something that I want to share out because I like it. So something I would definitely recommend if you're into a camera gimbal. This thing is just. I'll give you a quick 411 on it. The only thing about these stupid camera gimbals that come out is none of them fit a phone with a case. I have no idea why companies make these things and do not make the jaws of their gimbals big enough to hold a case. I mean, it doesn't take a whole lot of things to do. Here, I'm just going to install this on there so you can see how smooth it is. But this one's a smooth. So there it is. You can just go here and there it is right there. So it is definitely the most smooth gimbal that I've tried so much. And I like the fact that it has this huge range of motion, so I can go, I can really move it around. It's kind of claim to fame. This one is this right here. Is they call it where you basically can roll sideways. You get that vortices kind of effect right there. So, but yeah, it's a nice little gimbal. Really easy to learn. So I'm going to do a little video. And my best camera that I own is right there. That is the best camera. This thing is an absolute camera. Just a vicious camera. This puppy can just do everything. The app support for this is pretty good too. So it's on my recommend list. This one here is nice, but this is better. Not even. This is the Moza Mini S, and this one is the Feiyun Feiyun Vlog Pocket. This is the smallest, most compact one I've seen. I wanted to try a Snopa Atom. The Snopa Atom is what DJI copied to make theirs. So, did you notice all the Osmo Pocket clones coming out now? And they're all better than the freaking Osmo Pocket. That's another thing I've noticed. Is there's some really good ones out there. I'm pissed because the clone of the Osmo Pocket is going to be better. So step up on my Android phone. Let's see. I agree. Let's see. Hey, roaming cam, I agree that this is one of the things that has really annoyed me about all of my Osmos. Yeah, there's, hey, roaming cam, how you doing here? Can I add you a moderator? How you doing, roaming? I've never met you. I'll have to check out your channel. I appreciate you jumping in. I'm a camera novice, roaming. So if you've got the expertise, I'm learning. I love gadgets. I'm a gadget lover, and I just every time something comes out that's just, You don't want to know what the Achilles heel of this thing is right here? I'll tell you right now. It's this arm right here. This arm freaking gets in the way of everything. And it really limits the range of motion. Now they had to limit the range of motion of this thing because to make it small. So let me just show you really quick. And most of you guys that already have gimbals or know about them already kind of know what's up. But I'm just throw this one in here really quick. I can use them both. I mean, there's no question. I know the limitations. The thing that surprises you about this little thing here is its motor is strong enough to handle this. So there you go. So this one's now in control now. Now look at my limitation. Look at the limitations I have. Now you see how it's already it's there right there. I've got this much range of motion right here, and it's smooth. It's got a long the battery lasts for a long time. It's going to stabilize your camera. I mean, that's not even a question. There's stabilizing software on the other one, but this one is smaller, and of course they all come with the little tripod, and they do really good time lapses. They do motion lapses. This one has a couple of different blurring effects that you can do with it, but you use this little arm right here. If you get it down too far, it basically hits it and it sends the gimbal into what I call a freaking retard mode, and it just goes wacko. But you can move it all the way up and down, but you lose the gimbal effect because you have to basically trigger it. But it's a good little gimbal, and it's easy to learn. You just the software is good. But the Moza Mini S for $59 is really good. I didn't upload my drone videos first. I'll probably get busted. I've got some out there that are questionable, but I'm going to live and die with them. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and turn this puppy off. But yeah, this is the Moza Mini S. It's not a mini, but it's small. I think you have to trade off between quality and this thing can handle the big phone without a doubt, without any problem. And it doesn't. I'd say another advantage. Let me just really quick. Now this is in regular phone mode right here. You can see that it's like right here. To change the mode for your phone, you just turn that puppy like that, and now you're in vertical mode, and you can do it manually, so it's quick. Bang! You're vlogging, and psh, it's handy. It's a nice little. It's really nice. Like I said, they both come with the tripod. The software for this one is really good. I mean, they're different, so. But I'll do a video that shows you this in action. I'll use my Osmo Pocket to do the video. That's another great thing about the Osmo, to be able to take care of you while your phone is busy, like talking and things like that, which your phone is supposed to be used for. But this thing, like I said, it breaks down. Right there. There's your breakdown. And here's this breakdown. Of course, this is definitely smaller. I mean, if you're going to throw this, you can definitely throw this in your pocket. This is not going to fit in your pocket. This is not a pocket gimbal, but it is small. You can throw it in the bag, camera bag. This would be more if I was going to go and spend a bunch of time in a day and I knew I was going to need it, I would bring this one. If I didn't know if I was ever going to use it, I would throw this one in my bag. If I was going out of the country and I just needed something, to hold me over, bam. They're both the same price. I paid $59 for each one. They're both about $75 brand new. So don't buy a new one. Just go find one. Go to eBay and you'll find one. There's plenty of reviewers out there getting rid of them. So, okay. So this one here is the Vlog Pocket, and this one's by Feiyun. or excuse me, there's no N, Fayutech, and it's called, go vlog pocket. And this one is the Moza Mini. This one's very popular, I can imagine. I think most people that review these would probably choose this one. I have not tested out an Atom yet. I want to try the Snopa Atom, which is basically what it's basically what DJI stole their idea from when they made when the Osmo 3 came out. I have no idea who's stealing whose idea, because the Chinese companies are basically eating each other alive right now. Yeah, $59. You can't. I mean, I couldn't say no. I can easily put this back on eBay and get what I paid for it. I'll have to pay the fees, that kind of thing. But I can sell this in a minute. These $59, most everybody will jump on this for $59. It retails for about $100. All these retail for about $100, and then they're selling them about for a discount online. But yeah, this is tiny. It does, like I said, this does time lapses, it does motion lapses, it does something called subway effect. It allows you to do overlays. You can overlay different pictures, so you can take a picture of a mountain scene and then take a picture of some people, and you can make the people on the mountains together. It's kind of cool. So, all right. Hey, we'll see you roaming. Thank you for jumping on. Hey, if you have any things that you could share with us, we will roaming cam. Let's make sure we put your URL on here. Share that out. I'll go ahead and I'll go ahead and share out your URL for sure. And get some stuff on there. Why not? Get some stuff out there for us to see. All right, this is roaming cam right there. Throw him out there. Anything else going on, PD? I've just been doing my own thing lately. Just doing my own thing. I haven't. I support as many channels as I can get out and do, but YouTube takes its toll on you, and you have to make choices about when you're going to do things. So I have a video up on me and my buddy's flying 3 Mavic Mini. Here, let me put that up, PD. Let me see if I can find that. Here, why don't you put just put that URL up if you got a chance. If not, I'll throw it up for you. Here, PD, let me put it up for you here. Let me go to your channel. Let me go there and I might have already seen that video, so I'll share it. Let's see, what is it called? Let's see, DJI Mavic tip, cold weather. Let's see, logger, extreme windy. Which one is it called? Could you share the name of that specific video? Trio Mavic Mini. All right, let me see here. Let's see your videos. Let's see, gadget. Should be right at the beginning, right there of your list. Yeah, you got your tons of bebops too, don't you? Let's see, Mavic Mini. Okay, now that is your. Yeah, I got this. Sometimes I've told you that I'm kind of limited on this end sometimes. Here, let me see what else. What's really old, guys? That's your stuff there. I just want to see where it says Trio. Could you do that search for me? I told you that it's called Trio Mavic Mini. Let me see if I can do a. That's pretty specific search term, so let's see if I can find that. Oh, right there, Trio. Let's see, Mavic Mini. No, that's not right. That's not you guys. Yeah, would you share out that URL if you would for me, PD? I get filtered out on this computer. on this one. At home, I don't. I'm still at work, so I have certain things that what I can do it on my profile, but not from my dad random profile. My work profile doesn't let me. It controls my. Here, I have to. Let's see if I've got a. Oh man, here, this one here. Let me see if I can switch this one over to my other account. It's just easier to. Yeah, I don't want to. Just if you do that, share for me. Oh, there we go. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, it's just anyway. I've just got a monkey. I've got to do some monkey crazy stuff with this place. So here, okay, there we got the link up there. So now I can click on it, and now it'll show it to me. Thank you so much. There we go. There's that. Oh, cool. There we go. Oh, nice. Okay. Now, here, let me just back that up there. Here, I got to turn that off there. Yeah, anytime I monk here, I gotta pop my chat back out now, guys. Let me tell you something. I am living in the dark ages sometimes with some of the things I have to do. There, pop that back out. Let's go over here. Let's get that right over here. There we go. Now I'm back. I am back. All right, and I can. Here, I just want to have that shared out too with my URL. Oops, not that one. There we go. And click on that. Open a new tab. There we are. Bam. And then I could actually share that. There it is, triple Mavic Mini. All right, so if I go to, here, I can go to this, right there, let's see here. I think it's this screen here, and I can take, let's see, display, capture. There it is right there. All right, here we go. This is the Mavic Mini. It sounds like it's playing the sound through it. There we go. All right. I can hear it. Can you hear it through there? The desktop, it's not playing through my desktop audio. Still cool. We'll still watch it. Nice. You got that cool trestle bridge right there. Sky's a little blown out. I've noticed a lot of people with the blown out skies, but I can fix that with color correction real easy. You just got to get I'll just get a low resolution shot so I can get my, plus it's overcast. I mean, that's just the way it is when it's overcast. Oh, you got a windmill over there too. Train. Go, come on, get over that windmill. Great condition. Oh yeah, I mean you don't want it sunny. My biggest problem where I live is my sky is so blue. It sometimes is annoying. So that was cool. Why aren't you ripping that windmill? That's what I'm wondering. Obviously you're not supposed to, huh? So, why are you ripping that? Why aren't you ripping the windmill? That's all I've got to say. I would be on that. I would be on that windmill so fast. All right, we got some. Ooh, there's some. What's that? Most cinematic video. Watch if you don't believe. Oh, there we go. All right, here. Oh, wait, I'm going to put this back on. Check this out. Now, this is done with a Mavic Mini, too. I'm just sharing screens. That's why it says stop sharing. I'm sharing, like, I'm on another computer sharing 2 screens that's running OBS. So it'll just, that little green area, it comes off. That's some good stuff there. Yeah, if the biggest thing about filming is you gotta kind of know what you want to film and how you want to film it, and you have to be in the right spot. You know, look at all the contrast. You have the trees, you have look at the reflection shot there. That's pretty cool stuff. I'm a fan of other people. Let's up them that one for sure. I'm definitely a fan of others, and I think if you're not a fan of others, then you're never going to learn. You know, storyboard it out, plan out your shots. That's not me. Oh yeah, but you kind of have to. So, for example, if you're going to go visit an area, you'll go, okay, these are the shots I want to get. I want to get a low water shot. I want to get an overhead shot. I want to get a coast, a shoreline shot. I want to get waterfowl if there's waterfowl. I want to get people and boats. You want to get, because there's only so much, nature people can stand. So, get some shots of people like on a water skiing or something, or some ducks, taking off. Try to get a close up of a tree. So. That's me too. I just tend to fly and make something good. I'm with you. That's exactly what I do, PD. Wing it. Oh man, it's been a pretty good live stream. I think plenty of B-roll to mix in. Yeah, you know what? You want some B-roll? You can't forget the ground shots, guys. Can't forget them. Hey, I want to see what you did when you got up that morning. I want to see the type of coffee machine you got. I want to see the dog that you have or whatever. I want to see you pull out your chair and put your shoes on. That kind of stuff. So we're all real people. It's interesting. That's why people like Casey Neistat were good, because they just show you that regular, everyday people things. People stuff. But if you're in the market, Moza Mini, that's where I would go. I'm not selling this one, I don't think. I think I'm going to keep this one. I think this one is going to go back. I think I'll sell this one. And then I'm going to get a Snopa Atom. The Snopa Atom, though, is like $120. I can't find this deal for a Snopa Atom yet. The Snopa Atom has a similar design. It's got the angle bracket, and I'm sure it's this small too. I don't know if I'm going to get the DJI. We'll see. The DJI Osmo 3 is Mobile 3 is pretty reasonable, $119. It's really hard to find them on sale. Alrighty, what do you think, PD? Hey, Fish with Bish, how you doing? Popping in. What's up? We're going to have people popping in and out. Man, crap, every time somebody jumps in, I'm like, all right, let's stay on. Feiyu Gimbal, excellent. Good. Excellent. I'm glad, Fish. Hey, this is a good, I was just talking about it. There's really not a lot of bad things. The only thing that, the only thing that's annoying, this actually has a better tripod than these guys. These guys, decided to save a little money on their tripod, but it's the same size tripod, so I could switch them out, But this one is better for larger movements, and this one is much smaller. It's and like I said, you've got a lot of cool smart shots with this one, but this one's the Moza Mini S. Both of them have great things about it. The other thing I guess that's kind of nice is this controller right here, but you don't need them. With the Moza, with the Feiyu, you basically use your hands to keep the motion. Yeah. Yeah. So how you doing, Fish with Bish? How you doing, Mr. Bish? But you definitely can. This is not portable, not as portable as the other one. So yeah, if I'm carrying a lot of gear and I want to just slim down, this one's really made tough. It's metal and it's got good build feel to it. The Moza Mini S does too, but it's just a lot of people complain about the plasticiness of the handle, and I just this has got a bigger handle. I've got a bigger hand, so it's so you got it. Yeah, you just have to decide. I think if you watch enough videos, if you look at enough examples, and that's why it's good to have a ton of different video sources. This one is USB-C. This is the Moza Mini S. It charges fast. Some people like the USB-C speed of charging. The Moza Mini S takes a while. Both of them have. I think the Moza Mini S will last for 8 hours. The Feiyun, this is rated at 8 hours, 15 hours on standby. This one is 5 hours. I don't know what the standby time is. So you used it today for B-roll. Cool, man. That's that's what you got to have. You got to have a way of capturing the B-roll shots and this little tiny thing right here, guys. I mean, let's put them together. This little thing here handles this phone. It'll do it. So. This device, is the same size. Look at that. You can't even see it behind my phone. I cover it up. It's like a freaking eclipse, but it does it. This is rated to hold this phone. So this no problem, obviously. So just like I said, you have to decide what you want to do, how much you want to spend. They both come with their little carrying bags and the nice box and. This is the carrying bag. Here you go. Here's a good comparison. This is the carrying bag for the Moza Mini S. This is the carrying bag for the Feiyun Tech Vlog Pocket. So different sizes for different size gimbals, but both of them work good. I am not gonna rip on one and say it's way better than the other. It's up to what you want and how you want to do it and. If you need to, this is the one I want right here. But if you need to have there's the Vlog Pocket right there behind me right there. But if you have a specific purpose that you need it for, how much are you going to use it? That to me is probably the biggest question I would ask. Is how often are you going to use your device, and how often, and then how, what do you want to have as far as control? Both of them will allow for manual control of your camera, and if you have a really good camera, as I said, the gimbal that can carry my Lumix DSLR, yeah, very nice. That's a real camera. Lumix is, which Lumix model do you have? I have the gimbal that can carry my, yeah. So you got the big boy gimbal, what we call that. The old G6. There's nothing wrong with old, guys. I'm old. Look at me. If anybody wants to check out some other, this is we're going to go back here. I just want to, when Shane was on earlier, Shane Morris is from Staffordshire, Cornwall, in the UK. So if you wanted to check out some UK scenery and you're going to go on vacation and you want to hang out, and you want to find a great spot to go, you need to take care of those location worries with people that live there, and that's what I love about that. Yeah, getting back to your G6. That's, it's quality of camera. That's the big thing. You can only capture so many pixels, and it's up to what you do in post-production with those pixels. How you set up your shots, the angles, the lighting you use. I mean, I've overexposed so much film. So do multiple camera shots fishing, yeah. You gotta have those trophy fish in the highest possible quality, don't you? If I'm going to capture the fish of a lifetime, I better have the best camera on my boat. And I'm also going to carry a light gimbal. Okay, but depending on my camera, of course. I would have a GoPro, yeah. Can you mount a GoPro on here? Yeah, you can. You could put a GoPro on here, why not? I don't have a GoPro with me right now, but I don't see why you couldn't. I'll throw a GoPro on there. It'll balance it, I think. They have GoPro adapters, so. All right, I think it's time. It's almost 5:30. I usually check off on Friday at about 5:30. I've got things to do, places to go, people to see. It's 5:30 for me where I'm at, and I'm getting hungry, guys. Time to go home and eat. But it's been a great live stream. I've been on for, I don't even know how long I've been on. I have to check, an hour and 18 minutes. So that's a plenty length time for a live stream. Fish with Bish, thank you. And Fridays, I try to get on Fridays early, and for the UK, it's a little late, and it's kind of an odd time for the United States, the US folks, but it's my time. I don't need 100 people on. I just want to chat a little bit, share a little bit of info out, and I appreciate you coming on, Fish, and all of the other folks that I have basically have shared. So if I could, I'd love to share some info with people about you. And I will be posting that stuff through my chat stream. I'm just going to leave that up there, and you can definitely read that on your phone. And but I appreciate you again. Appreciate you coming on. I'm going to sign off. I want to thank you for being on. I hope everybody has a Merry Christmas. If I don't see you again, Happy New Year, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Holidays, whatever you like to say. I just say Merry Christmas because that's what we say here. That's what I believe too. And I hope that you have a great one. And yeah, I'll see you on Twitter too. I like to post things on there. Most of my stuff's on Instagram, so if you want to check out my Instagram, but I am staying with Twitter. Twitter is basically something you have to keep pushing. It's easy to use. Most people are Instagramming out, but I have a lot more followers on my Instagram. I think like 500 or 600 people on my Instagram, but Twitter I have like 50. I'm working on that. So, all right. We will see you. Have a great one. Have a great weekend. I know I will. And basically, we'll see you later. Bye. Okay. Have fun flying, guys. Find time to get your drone out. Find time to get your camera system out. Find yourself a good camera system. Take your phone. Make sure you don't forget that that's probably the best camera you own. That thing that you carry around and you basically use to talk into when your wife calls you up. And find yourself a gimbal maybe to stabilize that footage, because people don't want to see your crappy unstabilized footage. You know that? Stop making us watch your shaky video. Later and bye.